Hey, I'm Stace. Welcome back to my channel. And today I'm using my trusty slow cooker and making a takeaway favorite, chicken satay. Like now and subscribe and grab your cooker and let's get cooking. First things first is we're gonna whack some onion in there. And you're gonna love these recipes here with Stace because the majority of them, you don't need to be browning anything. It can just get chucked in your slow cooker. But of course, if you want to brown it, babe, brown it. Something that I do with my slow cooker recipes is I love to add texture in. So that first half of the onion, I've diced. And what I'm going to do with this baby is I'm going to thinly slice it. That way, you're getting in that yummy, yummy texture. And it's just a little bit different there. Okay, let's get that in the cooker. Next is a capsicum. I love the red ones, they're a lot sweeter. Been on the vine longer, right? That's why they're that color. And again, you could half dice it. The other bits you could keep big. And if you've got sweet little fussy babes at your place, put this in a blender and you could blend it up. Yummo. Quality control, perfection. Carrot. There's a choice for you too, darling, how we were talking about with the fussy babes. You could grate this, you could chop it, you could have it in big chunks if you know that carrot is an absolute winner with your guys. In with our carrot. Let's check this out. So we've got our onion, our capsicum and our carrot. And now, let's go in with the chicken. You can use chicken thighs or chicken breast. Half a kilo, that's mine. I've just used 2 huge chicken breasts. I'm not even gonna cut them. They can stay as is. And now let's get going on our different sauces in here. So, first one is in with some broth, 1/3 of a cup. I like to use crunchy peanut butter. It's just gonna add some more texture into the slow cooker, but you can absolutely use smooth. In with the peanut butter, in with some soy or tamari, whichever you choose. I use tamari, the wheat-free one, and you can hunt down for a salt-reduced version. I'll link here below this version that I get, because if you can get the salt-reduced stuff, it's about 1/3 less salt. So if you're ever cooking with soy and you're like, oh my God, that was so salty, what's going on there? Hunt down the salt reduced stuff. In with some Worcestershire. Did I say it right? And then we've only got a few bits to go. We'll get in our sugar. I always use like a Rapadura or Panela sugar. It's less processed than the raw stuff. And let's not forget about these sweet little garlic cloves and your ginger. Now, of course, you make the rules. You might want to be doing like 3 or 4 garlic cloves, but you might prefer more than that. I'm going to use my little nifty garlic press. Love it. Loving that. I've linked this below too for you guys to grab it. That's so exciting. Oh, how easy is this making it? Should not be this excited by a garlic crusher, but I am. And then some ginger. You're up to 5 centimeters of that grated. I'm just going to use my microplane. This guy looks pretty good. Does anyone else get really nervous? Whenever you can, with your ginger, see how knobbly and brown this is? It's really thick. That's what's making me really have to work at getting this ginger grated. If you ever see it and it's a light pink color, nearly orange, and it doesn't look like there's anything on the side, like no skin on it, and you're like, what is going on there? Babe, that's the ultimate. That is fresh, young, they call it, ginger, and you will be amazed at when you grate that compared to grating this. It's just night and day. Let's have a look at this. It is looking so good. And all we have to do now is just give it a stir. You want to make sure you are giving it a bit of a stir there too, so that the peanut butter goes all over. But aren't we loving that we didn't have to brown anything? Just like that, in here. Grab your lid. Now don't forget to turn it on. Let's do that. Okay, and don't forget the coconut milk. That's gonna go in as well. It's already smelling good. It's been on for like 3 minutes. Your home is gonna smell with this. Coconut milk is in. There we go. On for 3 hours on high. You can cook him on high for 3 or low for 6 hours. So this is how I sharpen my knives at home to save cash. This little guy. All right, you're gonna put some water in it. Just like this. And there's 3 here. So you start. I love that this isn't rocket science, because if it was, I wouldn't be able to do it. I got this for my wedding present. So this is nearly 15 years old and it's wonderful. And you basically go coarse and it says medium. And then this baby says fine. Job is done. A little bit of water. And baby, just save yourself like 20 bucks. Get it sharpened. Grab it on my Amazon store. Something I do now that the cooker is on is I think about what are we gonna gobble it up with. My crew love this with rice. So what I do is I get my cup of rice and I whack him in the saucepan, cover him with some water and cover him with some apple cider vinegar too. And what this will do is it will soak it and help this rice digest better. It is also too, just like, I got everything going on. The slow cooker's doing its thing and its rice is doing its thing too. So this just sits out. And before I cook it, I just rinse it off and then cook it as normal. So now as a cleaner, I got my little bowl. And what I love to do is keep all of these peels like this. Grab one of my silicone bags and all of this goes in here to have some scraps to make broth with. So I use the carcasses of chicken, my old bones, all of the veggie scraps go into this silicone bag and it lives in my freezer door. And when it's full, it's time to make broth. I've got a recipe for that here too on my YouTube. Just check out below, I've linked it. Here we go. Smell-o-vision on, get in here, check this out. Look at that. Okay, now the easy part. Get your chicken out. Look at that. Oh, how much do we love slow cookers that you can pull it with your tongs because it's so deliciously soft and tender. Okay, so I've got our chicken out. Get your rice on cooking. And now we're gonna stir through with some greens. I'm gonna use spinach, but darling, you do what works for you. So if your babes love broccoli, get the broccoli in. Peas and yogurt. Just give it a quick stir through and you'll notice, because this slow cooker is so hot, it will wilt straight away. Pop the lid on and let's pull this chicken. You're literally just gonna need your tongs. It's so cool. It is so soft and tender. Yum-o. And now back into the cooker. Sure beats cutting chicken, doesn't it? It's so much quicker. Yum! Come in and see this. So get some of those spoonfuls of the delicious satay chicken into your cooked rice. Grab a fork and start gobbling this up. Your kids are gonna love this healthy, slow cooker chicken meal, and you're gonna love how quick it is to make. Like and subscribe, and do me a favor. Let me know in the comments what is the next slow cooker meal that you wanna see from me. See you in the next video.